All right, everyone. Surprise! Saturday night. And I can't stop thinking about this stupid 7 Days to Die game. Welcome. Special edition. I'm playing solo tonight. And if you were watching, I started playing a solo game. So I basically was kind of frustrated with our failures that Daryl and I were having. And I'm like, just for my own sanity, I had to kind of see how I would do just by myself. And let me tell you, it is really hard by yourself. You find yourself running away from zombies a hell of a lot more. So I did the first night. You can see my first couple days. That was the last game stream. And people were getting kind of tired of this game, or watching this. So I basically just played on my own a little bit. Because I didn't want to keep torturing everyone with this one block challenge. So if you're new to this, what I'm trying to do is, this was a challenge that the Game Society Pimps came up with, and this was the original challenge they got. You can see, ignore the beginning of that, but it basically talks about how you have a set of lines around the tower, and you can't exit the lines, and you can't die, and you got to get to day 8, 4 a.m. So it'll be as soon as Horde Night's over, that's all you got to do. Survive day 7 Horde Night, which ends at 4 a.m. on day 8. And if you do that, you win the challenge. So that's what I'm doing. I've matched their settings as much as I can, and I've made a little progress. And I thought, okay, I'm on the verge of actually making it as far as they did. So I thought, okay, let's go ahead and do a live stream because I'm getting close. And if I can at least make it to, I think, 8:32, I think I've made it as far as they made it. And I think I'm on day 4 right now. So I played a couple days worth just offline, just because, again, I didn't want to torture you guys. But here's the settings we've got. Nomad setting. The zombies jog at a minimum. They're doing 2 times multiplier, 200% block damage. And this seems to be the way they played their challenge. And the challenge is listed in the description if you're interested in seeing it. So I'm going to continue with this tonight. I'm by myself. Daryl's out running around. Jeff is busy. We will all be back for 7 Days Sunday. But I wasn't doing anything else tonight, and I keep thinking about, I want to see if I can get through this game. Now, the problem I'm having is, if you watched the last stream, you know I got infected, and I have not been successful yet finding any kind of honey, antibiotics, anything. I've managed to survive food-wise. I've had some really close calls. I was down low. I actually found some ammo and was able to finally make a pipe rifle. Or pipe machine gun, whatever it is, and I had a dire wolf attack me, and it literally came down to the last bullet in the gun, shooting him, and I blew his head off with the very last bullet. If I wouldn't have done that, I was down to like 14 health. One more bite, I was toast. But I killed him, and I got the meat, and I've killed another wolf and got the meat. So I've managed to survive on food-wise, which is the biggest problem. Now, I've raided most of the bottom levels. I've gone to the food cafeteria that's on the 3rd floor, I think. I've done the cafe in the 1st floor. So here we are. It's 1 o'clock. So you can see it's day 4. So here's where the base is. I've kind of cleared this part out. I did have zombies spawning up here again, which was weird. So that was troubling, because as you can see, my infection level, it's 38%. And I've got to get to day 8. So I'm halfway there. The more that goes up, the harder I'm going to have a time of actually fighting zombies. They're going to just start hitting me, and I'm going to be so exhausted so fast. But you can see my food bar's not bad. It's a little over half. I have some soup on me still. I ran out of bullets for this thing, and I got to find some more glue so I can make another another gun. Because we have shotgun rounds. But I need another, I believe I need another glue. Let's see what the shotgun is. If I can make a shotgun, that would help. I might have to sneeze here in a second. Sorry, guys. Hold on.
Mic off. Mic on.
You have to forgive me. I got a cold for New Year's, and I'm just getting over it now. So that's what's going on. So I need one more glue, and I need a murky water to make that glue. So that's what's keeping me from getting a shotgun right now. Now, the only choice I really have at this point in the game is I've got to go up because that's where the apartment buildings are and all that stuff. And I've got to try to find something to cure my infection. So you can see I've got okay on food. I'm okay on water. I've actually been okay. I actually found enough food that I actually made a food drawer. So you can see I still got salmon. I got some pumpkins to eat. So I'm doing okay on the food side of things. That's a lot of wolf meat still left over. So that's kind of what I'm doing. And since we got time, it's still nighttime, I'll kind of give you an idea. I've been working also on, I'm going to have to survive a horde night if I can get that far. So what I'm working on, this was kind of the design I was trying to explain to Daryl when he and I were playing. And what I'm going to do, the zombies have been beating here pretty bad. I believed in staying out here. I've harvested the trees once. Those are new plantings. But I believed in staying out on this edge because that's the only chance we can see animals, you know, and possibly kill chickens and possibly kill rabbits, anything like that. And you can see I actually have 30 arrows. So there was a couple chickens that came into the zone, which has been good. But what my plan is, if I can get to Horde Night, I'm going to build over to that kind of overhang there, and I'm going to build right under it, this same level, because you can see it's 3 high. And my thought is, as the zombies break through, I think I can stick them, because I've got to find a way to kill them without, you know, arrows and stuff, because on a Horde Night I won't have enough arrows. So if I can make it that long, that's my plan, is to kind of build this same kind of pattern all the way over there, and I'll basically be hanging out under that on Horde Night in hopes that they can't quite break through enough to destroy it, or, you know, drop me on the ground or anything like that, or get to me. So that's I'm kind of working towards Horde Night, getting plans towards Horde Night. They've been breaking through here. You can see one of these, where is it? There's a block here that's pretty beat up. That one. So they've been working through here. And in fact, so one night, this is where it got crazy. I was almost out of food, and I had a fat man, and then a wolf came by, and I had them fighting each other. And they were fighting each other right through this window. The fat man killed the wolf, and I'm like, I need that meat before it despawns. So what I did is I had a jug of Grandpa's, no, it wasn't learning elixir, it's the moonshine, and it gives you like 400 times damage, and it gives you health and all that. It only lasts for 45 seconds. So I drank that. I was drunk. Everything was blurry. I ran inside, killed any zombies on the way up, killed the fat man real quick, and harvested that wolf that was sitting right there, and got back out really quick. So that was exciting because I was almost out of food, and that it was getting ugly. And so that wolf actually saved me being able to do that. So sorry about the sniffles, guys. Again, like I said, I'm just getting over a cold. So anyhow, that's kind of where we are. Again, if I can at least make it to 8:30 in the morning, then I've made it as far as the Gaming Society Pimps did it, and I did it by myself. So it's been tough. Like I said, it has been scary. It's rough trying this challenge by yourself. So, but you know, on the good side, it's less mouths to feed. This base design also was working well because I did attract a lot of zombies, but what they seem to do is they run out, and because I've got it a little high up here, I'll show you. I have had a lot of close calls, but because they can't, you know, just jump up here, I've got it, you know, it's kind of rough. They actually end up jumping over and going all the way to the ground. So that room back there I cleared out. And there were 3 feral zombies, I think, and they all rushed here, but they all fell down, and so I didn't have to deal with them. The way I've got this set up, because I don't want them to be able to get up here, so what I have is this block here, and so when I get up, I basically do a Frogger move and jump over. So that's kind of what we do. I'm trying to think what else. And that's basically been it. So let's see if there's a little food. I'm not going to be as strong, and this is as strong as I'm going to be, so, yeah, so I need to do as much as I can now, because the more that infection sets in, the worse off I'm going to be. So I'm going to go ahead and stock up. Let's use this, might as well, and get the food up there, which will help heal. So you can see I've got permanent effects here, or at least, you know, for a little bit more. This laceration's almost done. The infection's going to keep rising. This fatigue, I don't know where I got the fatigue from. I need a vitamin to clear it. So I'm not sure what happened, but somehow I got fatigued, and that's causing problems. So as you can see here, I'll show you. Here's all the effects. So infection, stamina regeneration's low, deep lacerations. Yeah, I'm in bad shape. My health is lowered a little, and I'm susceptible to bleeding. And then this, my health is lowered by 10. So you can see that's where this bar is down so low. So that's what I'm contending with. The fatigue is going to be here for a while until I can find a vitamin. The deep laceration is going away soon. So I can just keep from getting hit by zombies. That's the key. So what I'm going to try to do, I've got to go up. So I guess I need to make some more frames. I'm trying to remember what I had here. See, and those pipes are how I make the pipe guns. I really need, if I can just find one more murky water, I can make a shotgun that will at least give me a little bit more of a chance. I've got a little bit of rounds here, and I made a pipe pistol, but I would really like to have a pipe shotgun, because the higher up I go, the rougher it's going to be. So that's kind of where we stand, and it's almost morning, so let's make some frames. Let's see what we got. I don't know. We'll make 20 frames, so why not? And yeah, so I got my knife. Yeah, it's just been rough. It's been really rough. So again, first goal is at least get to 832, I think. But I'm not going to sit here and wait for that. I'm going to go ahead and start going up and seeing what I can find up there. So we're going to move this here, and we're going to just make these into blocks. And we'll just use them as the old Mario, the old Minecraft Mario trick. Just do a jump and see what we got here. So there we go. It is now morning. See, I cleared this, and he's there again, which means, again, he's going to be a problem, because at least the two over there didn't show back up. But I need to. Well, we might as well kill him, because he's going to be a problem otherwise. All right, so this is going to be, I'm going to use a bow just because maybe I'll get lucky and get the headshot. There we go. All right, and the good thing is, you'll notice, I think the arrow stayed in, so I didn't even lose the arrow. All right, so he's gone. Hopefully he does not come back. I don't know if it has to do with this or what. It's weird. Okay. So we're going to keep going up. And I try to look down there every once in a while and see if there's any more meat coming. So that's why I kind of like this. You can see we got a zombie. I don't see any chickens or anything. So up we go. Into the great unknown. I have never been up much higher in this. So I'm not sure what we're getting into. I do see a bathroom right there, which might be a nice... It almost looks like a trap, though. Alright, there's some stuff here. Alright, let's, I guess, let's do that. Make sure the guns are loaded. Let's see what we got. Okay, so we got a fire. Alright, here we go. You know there's going to be a zombie in there. Alright, let's see what we got. Alright, ravioli, that's good. And the good thing about those things, you can scrap these chairs. It's more iron. Still working on getting a little bit more, oh shit! Okay, like that, see that? Ouch. Ooh, ooh, ow, 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 okay. Get down. Woo, hoo, hoo. See what they do. See if they fall. Dang. That scared the heck out of me, guys. Holy cow. All right. See, and so that's the good thing. You get up here, and I can't believe he made it over to my little platform. That really sucked. All right. Well, the lacerations are gone. All right. So now I got a problem. All right. I don't want to lose all these frames. So, again, it's kind of the chicken way to do it, but it's the only way I can figure out how to survive, because it is just a brutal, brutal challenge. So You see we got guys down there. I don't know where those guys came from either. That was like crazy. They just came through that door. Make sure they're not still up here. I think I'd be hearing them by now if they were. Alright. So I thought if I took that... Alright, so we gotta do this the old-fashioned way. We gotta pull these down one at a time so I can save them. Then we'll come back up. Whew. Dang, 2 of them, and I'm sure it looked like one of them at least was feral. Which, again, that's... feral zombies at this stage are rough. I can try to take 1 out, but 2 of them, they're just mean. They're just brutal. So, alright, let's go back up. What I'm trying to do is get to that bathroom, because I think there is hopefully some murky water in there. If I can just get a little murky water, then we'll be good. Alright, this is the level. That's the do we come up to the top? No, let's do this. That's smarter. Let's just do that. Just like we did. Alright. Okay. Try this again. Luckily he didn't get too much of a hit on me. Might as well take that. Because I don't know what I'm going to get into if I crack off a firearm. You can see they came right through there. And again, it's because I looted. Oh, shit! There he is again. Can I do it again? Okay. Dang it. I need them to go away. Stupid zombies! Okay. Man. So I'm going to have to make noise. I need to get them to come down here. Unless it just keeps bringing more. Unless that was them, they ran all the way back up. I don't know. That's getting interesting. Okay. I can't take much more damage from them. Oh, great. Now I sprained an ankle, too. This isn't working, you guys. Maybe I need to put some spikes there. That might be the answer. Let's see here. What do we got? Because spikes at least... Thirsty? Well, I can deal with that. Alright, let's make some spikes. Let's get some health going too. Need to heal. I don't have any... Like I said, I don't have any more meds. Let's just use this stuff. Keep eating. Keep getting the health back. Now, I do regenerate slowly. And again, it doesn't help that I'm exhausted, so... Alright, let's do this whole stupid thing again. Okay. So I lost a couple, but that's okay. What is that down there? Man, I thought they were down. Scary, scary, scary. Red Robot, hey man, sorry I'm solo tonight. I looked over. Oh, Sentry's here too, man. Hey guys, sorry I'm not used to doing the chat, so again, trying to make it at least till 8 in the morning, and then I make it as far as they did it. But man, it's just these guys are mean. So I think, and of course I'm hurt. My legs hurt, and I don't think. Ugh. All right, let's put. I need the torch. Put that there. I wish they jumped down. This is troubling that they're still back there. It's like they keep rubbering back there, which is weird because these guys were doing the same thing. I'm wondering if there's some kind of weird glitch going on. God, I wonder if I should go up. I wonder if this would. Maybe this is the smart play here. And then go that way, maybe? Gosh, I haven't been to that door, though. Well, we got a few of these. Let's see what we got here. What does this do? Because that's a bigger jump for them, at least. I think one more. Lost a couple frames, so let's make some more frames. I just want to get in that bathroom. That's all I want to do. Just get in that bathroom, damn it. Okay. And wood has been okay. It hasn't been too bad. Between all the, usually with all the chairs and stuff, I've been able to manage the wood stuff. So, yeah, I know. I hit the popping pills down low and all that. That's why I'm like, I've got to get up here and try to get to these stupid apartments. That's the only way I can. I got to get into something. See, there's a bathtub there, so that's a bathroom. That might be a smart thing to just go directly there. But you can see the medicine cabinet right there. So there's nothing in it. So I got to get to some of these damn bathrooms to see if I can get any medicine. Otherwise, I'm probably not going to make it to day 8. Possibly. Okay. Let's see here. Well, theoretically, if they come out this time, they shouldn't make that jump. What do I got? 1 left? Yeah. I want to waste all my wood, but 26 health. It must be from jumping so much. And I got nothing else I can do for the health thing, so I just have to, I mean, if they come out again, that might be the end of me here. What do we got here? Let's see. Oh, this is scary. What I want to do is try to get over there and get some damn... Get those spikes up in front of that door. Again, at least I have, but I'm hurt. Of course I'm hurt. Of course. Of course I'm hurt. I suppose I can get lucky. Yeah. I'm trying to see what I'm... Yeah, if they come running out again... I remember to run across this time. Okay. At least get that. Get one behind it would be great. Unless he's standing, yeah. Oh shit! Didn't make it. Damn! I don't think I made 8:30 either. Well, poop. I don't understand why they kept going back. Let's see what time it is. Spawn on my bed. I don't think I made it, guys. I don't think I made it. Nope. I was 45 minutes short. So, I don't know this challenge is doable. So, I don't know. I just don't know. I'm not sure how to do this. So, oh, all my stuff's up there too. Crap. Did my stuff fall? I can't even get up there now. Well, that sucks. All my bed stuff, and I can't even jump up. So, well, that's... See, and I can't tell... No, that's a cement mixer. All right, well, I guess this is just not... Yeah, I think we'll do the Shamway. I know you like this Sentry, so we'll probably try the Shamway one. I at least almost made it. So, but this is just really tough. You can see there's a wolf. So I think the wolves and stuff... I think once you get to this point, it's not too bad. So with the food, because I think the wolves come at you enough. But yeah, that sucks. That sucks. Yeah, I think we're going to switch over to Alpha 21 because everyone was talking about they wanted to. So let me back up. So Jeff Weaver sent me an email or a photo. He made it to day 365. He made it a year in this game with solo on Insane. And I'm like, why did you do that, Jeff? Because now we have to do that. Obviously, we have to do that. And we're already 100 days in. So everybody was talking about us going back and doing the day 100 that we've done and try to get that one to 365. And so what Daryl really wanted to do is Daryl wants to basically do this one, armed. He wants to come back to the... Oh, hey, my stuff's down there. He wants to come back to the... tower and basically try to do this on that game on insane mode, but we'll have weapons. We'll be armed. That's the big problem with this one. It's just, with the infection and everything, and you're just so weak, so it just sucks. But, yeah, I was trying, man. I thought, I'll at least get there. See, all I had to do was, All I had to do was chicken out and sit here, and that would have been a win for me right there. I just need to hang out that long. But no, I can't do that. I'm not made that way. I can't just sit back and pretend like, oh, okay, that's what's going on. So, anyhow, but you can see we just don't have much, and it's just, again, with the infections, I get so winded so fast. It's crazy. So I might see if Jeff wants to do this. You still like this, right, Century? You like this channel or this challenge? I might see if Jeff's interested. Maybe me and Jeff can try it. But I think the Shamway, I think that's a good challenge. I think we can do that, and I think we could do that with 3 of us because, again, we should be running into food. So I did overcome the food issue, so that was good. You know, and so that kind of happens. But let's see. Spend 7 days within the 100 server. No, because I mean, we already have all our stuff on that one, so it's kind of like it wouldn't be a challenge at all. In fact, I'm sure we're going to pack up and be ready to go pretty hard with armor, food, and all that. So I'm sure we'll just go through the building over the course of 2 or 3 days. On the day, so in this challenge, you have to do the day 100, or you have to do Horde Night in the tower. Yes. On our 100 game, I don't think we'd survive because there's nowhere you could get to that would be reinforced enough. The zombies on the day 100 game are so strong that they'll tear through blocks like so fast. So if you don't have those electric fences and things in place, they're just gonna tear through it. So it's gonna get ugly that way. So that's kind of so I don't think we'll do the day 100 like do a Horde Night in there. We'd have to go back to our base and see how it goes. Yeah, I don't think they can bring the whole thing down. That's a lot. What they would do is they would path and figure out how to break through some walls and be able to get over to where we are. That's kind of what they would likely do. And so it wouldn't be that they bring the whole building down. It would be they would dig through the walls. They'd basically stair step the walls, use it as steps and get up to wherever we are, and then just come and eat us. Or they would get above us and dig down, because they can dig down through the ceiling now. So that would kind of be that whole thing, and how that would work out. So anyhow, but yeah, this challenge is just rough. Now watch. So here I'm going to go down. I'll go down here and watch. It'll be like no problem. I'll get like a honey. You know, right away. Oh no, I didn't. Okay. So I figured now we'll start getting stuff. So what I might do, since I mean I already lost the challenge, but maybe we'll go up and I'll see if I can fight those guys at least. You know, fight them now. You know, I'm not infected and stuff. Let's see what that does. If I can get up. But yeah, I was really happy with this base. It was coming along pretty good. So, again, this is just, I was pretty happy with the fact I got through the food thing. And if I wouldn't have been so infected, I wouldn't have been pushing as hard to get up high because, you know, it was getting to the point where I had to find something for that infection. It was just getting so bad. Let's see, and I probably don't have enough blocks, so yeah. I'll burn all the wood, but that's okay. Let's see what we got here. Now let's see if I can beat those damn things. Again, 2 ferals is pretty brutal, and they should have fallen down. I don't understand why they kept respawning. That's what's weird. They're respawning up here, and I had that happen with these stupid construction workers too. It's like, what? I already cleared them. So you have to, it's hard enough to clear these guys. When you have to clear them twice, you know, it's like, what? All right, well, let's see what we got here. They definitely went through there. All right, well, let's try the same thing we tried last time. It's just they have such a sense. Their zombie sense is So strong. I'm sure they're there again. Let's see what we got here. What I need to do is put a couple of those. Trying to see if... Yeah, see, he's right back there again. Let's just do this. Yep, see? I don't know if it was stepping on that or what. Oh, geez, yeah, look, there's a... Oh, if that's what was triggering. So there's a party girl in there. See, now that I got the spikes there, he won't come. Alright, so here's what I was... This is what I was thinking about doing. Is this. Let's see what this gets us. Because again, he shouldn't be able to jump that far. He should run there and fall. So you can see him right there. Alright, so what I was planning on doing, if you wouldn't have come out, is I was trying to put that spike right where he's standing. See, now he's gone. It's like, what the hell? Because I was going to try to hit him. Let's see, I guess maybe I have to... I think they don't... It's so weird. Yeah, something's gotten weird with this. Maybe... So if I get up here... It's like doing the same thing over and over. Get up here and then you'll see his arm. Then he'll be there. Yep, see he's there now. I saw his hand, so let's try getting back here. The whole idea was to not have two ferals attack me. The whole idea was to get the ferals to fall down. Let's see, I can hit him there. Alright, let's hit him before he disappears. I don't know if I can hit him, but we're going to try. See, get that. This was what I wanted to do. And he's dead. Alright, so that was good. So that's one less. So let's just pretend I didn't die. Although there'd be no way to tell, because again, I had that infection, which was what I was really worried about. So... Let's see what we got here. So no arrows back from here. Yep. Woo! Oh, shit! See? Ah! Ah! Ouch! Ow! Come on down here, you jerk. Yeah. That's what I want. Oh, shit. Smart one. Ooh. Oh, ow. All right. Look at this. What is with the zombie? What the hell? He's smart enough to climb down ladders? There's something weird here, because that was... He's using hatches. What the hell? Well, I didn't die that time, but boy, that hurt. Okay. Now I'm really curious. Let's go back and see if they respawn again. Because if they keep respawning, that's a problem. All the good news is I'm about in the same shape that I was. So he was smart enough to make that ledge and come over here. Oh boy. All right. Well, I'm running out of stuff here. Okay, so let's try these 12 blocks. Yeah, I saw that, right? That was crazy. Hey, Joe, what's up? Sabrina's here. Sorry, Sabrina. Oh, we failed. I was trying to get to the morning of day 4 to make it as far as they made it. Oh, hey, there's a airdrop. Are we lucky enough they actually dropped it in the center? No. Where is it? Here's the thing. Which way is the airdrop? Airdrop is... I don't even see it. Just give me the plane, huh? They don't tell me where. All right, so let's see what's going on. So Sentry was here. Yeah, I was jumping on because I had actually made some good progress. And I was hoping to at least make it to day 4 at 8:32 is what I needed to do. But it didn't work out. So, and I was super infected. That's what everybody's saying here. Doable in A21. I don't know. A21. I mean, I don't know that A21... Here's the problem with A21. This is why we thought we could try it in this. Is because... Oh, crap. Look, birds. What the hell now? You know what that is, though. That's feathers. So, yeah, that's great. Bring it over here, bird. Oh. Always reload your gun. Sorry, I was looking at the chat. Doesn't matter. Okay, so the reason I'm worried about A21 is because of the nature of the perks. So they're a little more difficult, if you will, on like to learn to make anything. You have to get the magazines. So like you can't just put points into like the food for the forge or to learn how to make better food. You kind of are stuck with whatever. So on this one, I don't think it'd work. I think it might work on Shamway because you're just looking for food. But anyways, all right, where's this bird at? Oh, I don't have any stuff. All right, where's my stuff? Is that bird still here? Where did my backpack go? Oh, that's convenient. Look at that. There we go. So that's why I was thinking it might not work out so well on that one. All right, how do I get... I keep losing my blocks, man. All right, I'm running out. All I do is building blocks. All right, let's do this. Oh, gotta repair it. Bird must have hit it. Let's see. All right, take that, take that. Where's the stupid bird? So we cleared the feral. Now we got a bird. Although I wasn't trying real hard. I should have just went to the knife because I usually can stab these guys. I'll show you. Come here, bird. You think you're so awesome? Let me get this reloaded real quick. That was the downfall. Again, the shotgun would have helped a lot. All right. Let's see if I can get his attention. Come on. Your feathers. So the fact that the birds keep coming this way makes me think, like, for feathers and stuff, for Horde Night, I could potentially have enough arrows and things like that. Let me get this guy, and then I'll check the chat. Let's see here. Come get me. I'll kill you with a knife. Come on. There you go. Come on. See, that's what I should have done instead of monkeying around. Birds don't generally scare me too much. Look at those feathers coming in. Oh. So, I mean, that is kind of the nice thing. It's like, if they're sending birds at day 4, that means that's feathers coming to us. So between the wolves coming and everything else, you know, we get back to our regular game. All right. I want to... Not sure if that thing's going to come in here or not. All right, well, you know what? This level is safe, so let me just come over here. Then if he shows up, yes, come through that. All right, let's see with the chat. So, yeah, I've been thinking about this because, again, I made it almost to where the group of them made it. And I played a little off stream because I know you guys were kind of getting tired of this challenge. Sabrina especially hated this challenge, so I didn't want to spend another one of our Wednesday or Sundays doing it, but I thought, let's try it. Let's see where we go. What's for dinner tonight, Sabrina? Updating the PC. My PC's acting weird. I'm going to probably have to do a rebuild. it's starting to like disconnect and connect USB things. It's kind of a new thing. Yeah, so Daryl's out. That's why this was perfect, because I was trying to do this challenge. I actually made it pretty far. I was to day 4 on my own, and it was tough getting there by yourself. It was really tough, but yeah, it was kind of interesting. So, getting teabagged. Yeah, I was. You're right. I was getting teabagged on the stairs. Must have been a friend of those other zombies. I've done that too. So, yeah, you don't need to worry that much about the hatch thing. I mean, that you only need a few key ones. That's the first time I've ever had a zombie do that. They have all fallen off the building. So somewhere they decided to get really smart. You guys got hooked up on email? Good. You got a couple of games on the sale. What'd you end up getting, Joe? Tell us what you got. And it's actually kind of nice. I can spend a little time with you guys tonight. Midday Century. All right. And Century, you have. I'm not counting this towards your money, towards your paid off ad free stuff. This stuff I was kind of doing for myself, so I suspended your stuff. So you have one more. You've got one more freebie. We got one more ad free live stream, and we'll do that Sunday. So then after that, we have to go back to ads unless somebody wants to pony up, and then hopefully we don't have to do too many live streams with ads, because I really don't like that. No, Joe's not tired of it yet. Okay. Pot roast, nice. Mashed potatoes, good. Been watching your videos. I know she posted some more, Sabrina. I gotta get caught up, but you should start winning. If those odds are like 3.1 to 1 or whatever, you're behind from what I saw. You should start winning a little bit more. So let's see how good the odds end up being. But I really like the way you do those crosswords. I was laughing on your whole Klingon thing. It's like, see, even on your channel you have Klingon. So that was pretty funny. But it looks like you've been winning a little bit, so that's cool. I haven't watched the latest one, so you're winning like $5 here and $10 there. The last ones I've seen. So I think I've got whatever the new ones are. There's 2 or 3 more I've got to do. But it's been kind of fun watching you do that. They're turning out really well. So, Zombies Revenge on the ladder, yeah. But that's the problem, just like Daryl. Once I die once, it's like all the motion, all the real important stuff. Just to show you, because you guys have seen the 2 deaths. I forgot to show you this. Those were the only 2. I was actually at 0 at the start of this game. Been working hard to get there, too. I'm curious if Jeff and I might be able to do this. Because the problem with 3 of us, like me, Daryl, and Jeff, is there's just not enough food. So I might see if Jeff's interested in trying this with me as well. And we'll see how that goes. Let's see. Let's see. Can you see how that goes? Well, we got a little bit of time. I wasn't planning on dying right at the beginning of the live stream, so. You would still watch Sabrina? Okay. Well, we'll see. Like I said, I knew you were getting tired of it, so. That's the other thing we could do at some point. If you guys wanted to join us, I could set up a server, and we could all jump in one. We wouldn't have to play. If we die, we delete it. We could just kind of goof around and see how things go. Get a whole group of us going. And then... All right. I guess I'm caught up. Well, let's get this stuff sorted out. Let me get this damn bird. So that was the whole plan of what I was trying to do. That's weird that there's a spear up there. I must have thrown it and didn't realize it or something. All right, so now we got to go back up and get the other frickin' blocks. See what this does. Got more wood and blocks here than... But yeah, Sabrina, I made it to almost day 4 by myself. Lots of running away. I was telling everybody at the beginning, I had some really close calls. I had a dire wolf, and I had the gun, the pipe machine gun, and it was literally my last round. I was down to like 14 health, and the last round blew his head off, and otherwise I was going to be toast. So it was, but that's what got me a lot of the meat. That's why I'm not starving. Well, I'm not starving now because I died, but that's what was keeping me going. I was about halfway on the food. So I do think this is it is possible, but a lot of it has to do with, like you said, the random number generator. That's a lot of it. So, see, and there's a wolf there. I need to go get that wolf and get the food. Just because I'm going to treat it like I would have if I hadn't have died. Food is always important. Let's see, is he down in the... He's down in there. I might have to hit him from up here. Let's see, where are you, wolf? Or did he despawn? Where did he go? But it's been kind of nice with the feathers, and now I actually should have... Look at that, 30 more feathers. So I can get back to my normal with the bows and arrows. I don't see that damn wolf. Oh, there he is. I see him, I think. Is that him? Or is that just a shadow? That's just a shadow. Well, let's go down and see if we can get his attention. So anyhow, but yeah, I'll see if Jeff maybe wants to try this. Maybe the two of us can try it. I don't know. I still think it's doable. I really do think it's doable. And if I wouldn't have got infected, I wouldn't have been having to push so hard to find that, because my infection was almost up to 40, and that was going to start really impacting my ability to fight. So, but yeah, what are you guys interested in? Let's see. Okay. And you're in Australia, right, Century? So it should tell you the location that that person's in, Joe, when you're trying to hook up in Steam, right? You're trying to add them in Steam. Oh, Joe found it. Okay. We'll never know. So, Century, are you an Australian? Were you born in Australia, or have you relocated to Australia? What's your nationality? Is that wolf? He was right over there. Okay, well, I don't see him now. Let's go back up. Curious about that spear right there. All right, let's try this again. All right. Yeah, so we can just kind of use this as a chat session if you want, guys. Like I said, I already failed this again. It's funny, though. I made it farther than I did with, any of the group. Did it farther solo, so... Like I said, it was a lot of running away. There was a lot of running away in this for me. And it used to work. Alright, let's see what we got over here. And then let's see if these guys respawn. Because if they respawn again... Oh, I did throw a spear. It's weird. Okay, he doesn't appear to be there. Well, we might as well put these spikes to good use, right? So yeah, I think the plan on Sunday is that we are going to go to the day 100 game, and we will continue there. Oh, nice shot. All right. Come on out. Oh, she's feral too. Wow. Come out, baby. Come on out. Come on. Where the hell? What are you doing? What the hell? What's she doing, you guys? There's a door right there. I had zombies attack me out of it. What the hell? What are you doing? Make sure this thing's loaded. Okay, it is. Okay, apparently she's coming through the stalls, so she's probably breaking all the things I need to get in there and get. Come on. Come on, zombie. Come on. There she is. Well, she's going to go to all the trouble of being over there. He got her in the head. Alright, come on. Yeah, of course. Alright. go see what we got in there. Don't really want to break these. I guess I could do this. I don't know if I can break that from here or not. Need that paper out there so I can put another thingy. And I can just jump across, see? So that's where I'm trying to get to. Oh boy. Why is it got it? Why they gotta be so damn mean? Now what? Another one? Jeez. You're out of control, lady. I think she's feral too. Come on. They wake up and then they go away. It's so weird. Do they respawn? Did she respawn? No. What are you doing? Just jump over the thing. So I have one zombie that's smart enough to use hatches and go up and down ladders, and I got other zombies that can't even see when there's an opening right next to them. It makes no sense. Ditzy blonde zombies. Are they ever going to come? I'd really like them to clear out those spikes. Alright, let's come back here and see what you guys are talking about. Come back to this. Part of me thinks I should just go check this lower area and work my way up. That's probably the smarter thing to do. Alright. Thing's broken. Alright, what we got in chat? Born and bred. Alright, cool. True blue, as we say. Okay. So Aussies are true blue. Yeah, she's setting me up to die. Absolutely. Mean and smarter. Well, like I said, these zombies that were back here, I cleared, or I hit them 2 or 3 times, and they kept respawning back there. So that's what got me in trouble. I thought, okay, they're out of the way. Came back, and they were still there. All right, let's take the blocks. Go back to getting all my blocks collected. But yeah, I was working on a plan. I was working on it. The last thing you want to do is get infected. That is a bad deal. All right, let's Come on. Come on. All right, so if we do this. All right. This is where we were. I don't want to explore this too much just because, oh, there's some bones over there. I got bones, so I need the murky waters. Look at this. There was food here. Yeah, that's definitely how you do this challenge. You've got to get up to this level. But you also know there's probably a ton of mean stuff. So I wasn't really looking for food anymore, though. I was looking for, I needed the antibiotics. That was the real problem. Paper. Alright, there she is. Oh my gosh, I just got a wrench. Alright. See what this one does. Where is she? Come on. You're right, Joe. She's setting me up. She's trying to get me up there. Come on, come and burn these spikes. See movement in there. Where are you, lady? It's all bad. It's all bad. Oh, don't do that. You know, that's one way to die. Daryl did that. Don't be crouched when you try to jump across there. There she is. Come on, girl. I suppose the spikes are gone now, yeah. What are you doing? I want to see if I can get her to jump down here. I want you to see her jump off the building. Come on. Really? There you go. Oh, of course. There you go. See, that's what I was trying to get those other ones to do. Every zombie up to this point has done that. Not respawned and climbed up and down the ladder. There you are. Oh, jeez. Alright, I didn't see that. Come here. Oh, he's dead. Alright. Man, I'm just trying to die tonight. And, you know, the funny thing is you saw how far she fell? She's still alive. Makes no sense. There she is. Still running around. No problem. No broken legs. Nothing. She's just fine. No worries. Yeah, yeah. Where did that bird fall down? There he is. What are we? 36% hurt leg. Alright. What do I got for wood still? 118. Let's see here. Quit hurting your leg, dummy. You need the feathers. So it's kind of nice to know you can get to birds at this level, because that is how we will get our feathers. And of course. Damn, hurt leg. It gets me every time. Oh, I better do something here. There we go. All right. So I guess I'll keep working on this stuff. All right, what else we got? Okay. Sorry, guys. I'm still getting over that cold I caught at the beginning of the year. True Blue. Okay, not sure where that term comes from, but there's an old song of the same name. Cool. Can you change your name on the Steam after you say yes? That's have a hard time keeping up with people. It's like, who is that? And somebody's changed their name. It will go if you go to their profile. It usually tells you their aliases of what they've been in the past, so you can kind of track them down. Spikes are spikes. Yep, Spiky. That's what killed Daryl. All right. And might have to jet in a sec. Got to get back to writing the software to create a software power switch for the arrow. Yes, that would be nice. She was dead to begin with, but it should at least break legs, yeah, or splat a head if they hit just right. I think in the new one, I think in 21 they added fall damage. I'm not 100% sure on that. Sabrina might know. I think they do now, but I'm not sure. They should, but don't. And then Joe says he's just getting over a cold too. Yeah. Yeah, we had some of our relatives were, well, one of my cousins was a little sick at Christmas, and she was trying not to get anybody sick. She didn't stay long, but I think it was just enough to get me just a little bit. It was only a couple days of not feeling good, so it wasn't terrible. And it was totally worth seeing her. It was worth getting a small cold this year, but still, it's never fun to be sick. And I can't taste anything for the last 3 or 4 days. But I shouldn't say I can't taste anything. It's not like COVID where you lose your taste, but it's everything has this metal taste. There's a metallic taste to everything, so. Cool. Ah, Sabrina's sick too. Yeah. It's going around. It's going around. It's, wow, for 6? For 6. You got 6 weeks of being sick or 6 days? Hopefully 6 days, not 6 weeks. So yeah, it's that time of year, for sure. No doubt about it. So, look at that. I learned how to make a wrench. I don't know that I can make a wrench, but... Because I believe you need a... Do you need a screw... Or a workbench? Maybe not. Let's see, what is it? Oh, forged iron. Mechanical parts, haven't found any of those. So, spring, power attack, 7 chance knocking down your opponent. Don't have that. Now, the baseball bat might be interesting. But if I remember, the baseball bat was baseball bat parts? Or is it just more forged iron? Man, everything's forged iron, and there's no way to get those without a wrench. You gotta find them. So there's kind of that deal. Yeah. So this is kind of nice. I mean, like I said, it's cool to actually be to the point I can actually have some arrows and use my bow, because you guys know that's what I prefer. But yeah, it just sucks that those zombies got me. Dang zombies. So do you guys want to see you're interested in the Shamway challenge? Again, I think we can do that with the 3 of us. I think that can be a Daryl, Jeff, and me thing. Hit me for 6 is a cricket term. Oh. Alright. Sorry. Remember, we're talking to an American here. Sometimes I don't know all those things. Hit me for 6. Okay. Hit me for 6. Well, hopefully you guys didn't get too sick. Oh, okay. Because cricket's similar to our baseball over here, right? Ish. Kind of. I don't really understand it, but... Because you guys still... Do you run? You guys still run bases and all that stuff? No, that's no problem. That's why I'm not afraid to ask. That's the cool thing about being global. We learn all this stuff, so... Anyhow. Yeah. And I'm still working on the room scale VR stuff. I've been messing around with the... I guess it's almost nighttime, too. And I'm getting rained on. Guess I should go in out of the rain. Have enough sense to get out of the rain. I've been messing with the new ProTube, some haptic stuff. So they've got that ProTube gun stock. And it's pretty cool when it works, but man, it is finicky as hell. Like, it'll work one day, and I'll power it up the next day, not change anything, and it doesn't work. I've been fighting with it all day trying to get it to work again. So, not sure how I feel about it, because it's kind of like the whole Pimax thing. They're awesome when they work, but man, they can be a problem. And that's kind of how I feel this is kind of going, this gun stock. So we'll see. I'm going to give it a little bit more time. I may have a bad dongle also, so I've got to reach out to them and see if that might be the case. And all that good stuff. So anyhow. But we will be on tomorrow. Daryl will be back tomorrow. Apparently I am breaking these as I go down. Alright. Let's go there. Clean our house up a little bit. And we are definitely, I've talked to Jeff, he should be around. So we have the plan to go back to Alpha 21 and we'll try to get to day 365. I don't know if we'll do it or not, but we'll try. So yeah, hitting balls in radius, I think. Oh yeah, VR. So I'm trying to get to the room scale stuff. So I've actually used a VR gun stock a lot. So that's for your room scale shooters, and it's basically a stock. And there's different brands that you put the controllers on. But this one I got actually is a haptic. It's a butt stock that has a kick in it. Has like, I don't have it here. Has like a it's not a lever. It's just a piece that kind of pops out of the back of the butt stock and hits you in the shoulder. So like kind of like when you shoot a gun. It's nothing like shooting a real gun, but it at least gives you the sensation when you're pulling the trigger. And it works really good in a few of the games that are actually programmed for it. It's very similar to having telemetry for a motion platform. And if it doesn't have telemetry, you kind of have to fake it. So it's kind of interesting. You have to run between the wickets without the ball being caught on full or being run out. Essentially, you have to make it to safe without The stumps being struck. Okay. Are classified as runs without any actual running being required. Okay. 4s and 6s. PlayStation has them. VR gun stocks. Yeah, a lot of people have them. 6s are like home runs in baseball. Okay. That's cool. Yeah, I haven't looked into VTOL again because you said that basically it probably won't work with the motion platform, so I kind of put it on the back burner because it's like, well, a flight sim that I can't use the motion platform with, kind of, if I'm going to flight sim, I want to be able to move. So there's so many other ones, and then Microsoft Flight Sim 2024 is on, planned obviously sometime next year. So I do need to get into flying a little bit more. I haven't flown in a while, and I kind of miss it. So, yeah, what did you get, Joe? Give us a list. What did you all get? What was your final? I know your bill you were trying to get under, I think, $300. What was your final? What were the final games that you got? Yep. So do you have DCS Century? Well, what's your channel, Century? We'll have to go watch it. I'll go watch your stuff. Man, we're gonna have just like a group of us. It'll be like a coalition of us content creators. So do you have DCS then? Because you can bomb stuff in DCS. You went over a little bit. Last minute buy. I assume you said you had squadrons. Yeah. Yeah, but DCS is so awesome. What's your favorite vehicle in DCS? That's what I want to get back to. That's what I miss the most. I want to get flying with Jeff too, because he's really good at the Apache. So you okay. Joe got squadrons though. Squadrons is fun. I mean, if you're a Star Wars nerd at all. It's pretty cool to be sitting in an X-Wing in VR. It's pretty cool. Sons of the Forest I don't think is VR, from what I remember. Jeff said it was not VR. The Forest was. Sons of the Forest was not. Hornet's probably my favorite. Nice. Me too. Yeah. No, I love the Hornet. That's the one I spend most of the time. I actually surprisingly really enjoy the F-14 too. I didn't think I'd enjoy the F-14 because you have to have the AI jester in the back, but it's kind of fun hearing him say stuff, especially when you're trying to land or refuel midair, all that stuff. A little too more Pandaverse. I haven't gone through the story very much, so I actually was saving the story until I got the motion platform working well, along with the good headset. So I restarted. I played a little bit of it, just see how it was coming along, and it's doing pretty good in the Pimax, in the Crystal. So I'm gonna try to get. I was actually gonna plan on playing it a little bit over Christmas, and then I got sucked into doing this challenge, and also sucked into the a little bit of the Starfield. So I don't know. The story might be, from what I've played so far, it's not. Squadrons doesn't. Yeah, there's no. I didn't see anything. See, you hear that? My computer's just randomly been doing that lately. It's very strange. The Vigan? I haven't done the Vigan yet. American Truck Simulator, I haven't tried that one yet. Really? Yeah, the Tomcat's not bad. It's tough to fly because there's no, if you overstress it, it'll whip you around. There's not like any, oh no, you can't pull that many G's. It'll pull you around for sure. All right, IL2, yep. Is the Phantom up for pre-sale? I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get the Phantom because again, I like carrier ops, and the Phantom is certainly a carrier op. I saw that they're gonna release Iraq as a place. It's kind of timely. Be bombing places in Iraq. Yeah. Yeah, I'm curious how this AI... Wizzo is the weapons system officer in the back seat, if you guys are wondering, so... No Man's Sky is good. Hearts of Iron. I don't know that one. No Man's Sky can be fun. It's challenging. I loved Subnautica. I loved Subnautica. That's probably the game I have the second most hours in. I played the hell out of that. In Subnautica, I actually was underwater so long down in the depths. When I came up to the surface one time, I actually could almost feel the heat off the sun. I'd been down in the darkness so long. Hell Let Loose. Okay. Adrian played that one. I didn't get that one yet. Yep, IL-2 is great in VR. Yep. Have you heard a release date for the Phantom yet? Oh, okay. So it's just directly from Heatblur. Okay. I get all my stuff on ED, so. And no, Sabrina, that's not erectile dysfunction. Eagle Dynamics is what that stands for. You wonder what kind of live stream we are if we're talking about ED. No Man's Sky was good. It did start out really boring. It got a lot better, and I haven't played it in probably 2 years. And I've heard even in these last 2 years, it's gotten a lot better. It's fun. It's a sandbox world. I mean, it's the same kind of thing. Daryl's actually played through the story. I have not played through the story myself all the way, but yeah, they did. It's finally where it was supposed to be at launch. All the things that they had promised, and it's great for multiplayer. We have a pretty good time in that. It just tries to kill you. It's just a mean game. Yeah, online is fun. That's good stuff. Cool. I guess I'm getting hungry. So that's probably be the end of this one. I'll probably be deleting this game because obviously I died now, so there's no reason to continue. We'll see about Jeff, and if you guys don't hate this, I mean Sabrina doesn't prefer, but I think we got a chance of doing. I think there's a chance to do this in. I mean, Jeff and I might be able to pull it off. Now that I know and you get into the later stuff, I kind of want to get to day 7 just to see what the Horde Night's like. But the trick on this is just not to just don't get infected. That's what's really caused all the issues for me is the infection. So it's like, damn it. No Man's Sky it tries to kill you right from the beginning. Your saving grace in No Man's Sky is to dig a hole, because usually whatever planet you're on has a harsh environment, and you'll catch yourself like not being protected. So you just dig a hole into the ground, and when you dig it deep enough, you can actually get out of the hazardous environment and at least get a reprieve. So just knowing No Man's Sky, digging a hole is it's an important part. IL-2 is tough. It's a flight simulator, so you probably know in World War II, generally planes you don't ever fly them at max throttle. That was considered emergency power. It would burn the motors out if you stayed there too long. So you have to really manage your throttle and make sure you don't keep it over revved all the time, which I'm really guilty of doing a lot. But it's a really good flight sim. It works very well. So get that health up with all the food. All right. It's a Soviet thing, IL. I don't remember what it stands for. Do you remember, Century? Yeah, Sons of the Desert, I guess, isn't VR, though, from what I heard. That's what Jeff was saying. He said everybody wants it to go VR. So, or Sons of the Forest, not Sons of the Desert. IL-2, is that the designation of it? Okay. Yeah, because that was the first plane in the series. Like, wasn't the original one just the IL-2? That like that's all you could fly, and then it grew. They expanded it to the other planes. Now you can get American planes and stuff. Because that's an old game. The original one is really old. I'm a jet jockey. I gotta have that afterburner, man. Okay. Yeah, I think you got the IL-2. I don't think they even sell the original one. It's IL-2 Battle of Stalingrad, right? That's the. I think that was the sequel, if I remember. It's been a long time. Yeah, I think that's where IL-2 came from. It was originally just that plane, and then it was so popular, and it just kept growing. That's what I remember. But again, it was years ago. Yeah. So I think uh, Battle of Stalingrad, if I remember, it was the sequel. Like the first one was just called IL-2 Sturmovik, and that's the one that you only flew that plane. And I never. That was, geez, probably what 20. God, I don't even want to guess. 2007 maybe, somewhere in there. Um, so it was, yeah, that was a long time ago. New series called Battle of X. Are these mods for that, or is this a standalone game? What is this, Sentry? I guess I gotta pause this. Sorry, guys. I know it's not the most exciting thing. Keeps interrupting us. Keep hearing that music. It's making me crazy there. Yeah, and I've bought some of the planes in IL-2. Because I really, obviously, I really like American World War II stuff. So I always like the P-38, but that thing is hard to see out of. Um, yeah. So the one you have, the Battle of Stalingrad, is that's the newest. That's the most popular one, I think. Okay. DLC, cool. So I bought, and I, for whatever reason, really like that Cobra and the Super Cobra. That was really popular in Russia at the time. What is that one? That's the 21. I don't even remember my designations on the old World War II stuff, but I really like that plane too with the big cannon. It's got the mid-engine, uh, the engine's mid, and it's got the big cannon and all that kind of stuff. I guess it was a very finicky plane in real life, like it kept breaking down and stuff. But I really like flying it in the simulator. But it gets killed so fast. It's kind of a glass cannon. So anyhow, yeah, I think you'll like that. Is the simulator up and running yet, Joe? Do you have the DOF up? Is it up and going? Star Trek's fun. I enjoyed the Star Trek one. I was playing the heck out of it there for a little bit. There's some neat missions in there, and it's a good VR experience because you don't have to move around the room. You're pretty much seated in the captain's chair. So, okay. Well, hopefully you'll get that up and going soon too. Well, so I've got again. I'm working on the room scale stuff for some of the live stream. I'm working on this new, like I said, the Pro Tube gun stock. It's okay. I have an old gun stock from probably 5 years ago that I love. It uses the index wands, um, and I love that thing. So I'm trying to get that to work with some of the newer stuff in the Quest 3. I've had some success, but yeah, you definitely have to tinker with it. It's kind of crazy. Well, yeah, you should be good. You shouldn't have any lighting to do for a little while. You get a reprieve now. You're done with Halloween and done with Christmas. Yeah, I do too. So the big thing about IL2 that kind of sucks, you get used to DCS where you can actually click on all the buttons like it's a fully workable cockpit. IL2 you have to basically hotkey everything. So you don't really click on anything in the cockpit. You have to have hotkeys to do a lot of the functions. Sorry. Excuse me, guys. It's getting a little late here. All the adrenaline from the game wore off. Now I'm getting tired. Um, yeah, I agree with you on that, Sentry. It'd be nice if you could actually, if it was like DCS. Cool. Well, we're again going to do Sunday. That'll be the big finale for Sentry's contribution for the ad stream, ad free, and we're gonna we'll go back to Alpha 21, and we'll go back to our 100 thing. And again, I think we're gonna come to this tower since we've been beating our head against it for a while. We're gonna come back to this tower and we're gonna go through it with guns loaded and see if we can't clear it out in the way it's supposed to be done. So, um, yeah, what's your channel, Sentry? Um, quick jab videos. Yeah, I'll go check that out. I'll definitely go check it out. I got to catch up on Sabrina's. Like I said, I'm about halfway in. I think I got about 4 of her videos watched. And I know there's more that got posted. I got a notice today. So it's been fun, Sabrina. Like I said, I love that scratchy, and I love the way you do the crosswords. We always did one letter at a time, so I love the way you go through that a lot faster. So, oh, your channel's your name? Oh, really? Is it the same icon too? Well, I guess I'll know if it's yours because if there's an MSFS video on there, I'll know. Yeah, give me something to go check out. I'll go throw some likes on your channel. Okay, cool. Oh, really? That's it's fine, buddy. I know you're opinionated, sir. I'm very well aware. Uh, all right. Well, I guess we're gonna call it. I mean, I was hoping to be still going. I was hoping to get to Horde Night, but was not meant to be. The more we play this, the more we prove Sabrina right. She said it's an impossible challenge. So, uh, that's definitely yeah. We definitely don't have to wonder where your mind's at, Century. Yeah, I can understand that. Not on the Christmas list. Yeah, I bet not. I just, it's funny because I think about, being younger and all the games that we played and always dreaming about having the flight sims that were that kind of fidelity. So I just, every time I get in DCS, I just love it. So, but again, I haven't been in it as long as a lot of people that are pretty much run through all the content, and they're all wanting the new like dynamic campaigns and all that stuff so they can continue. I still have a lot of the static campaigns to play through. I'm still learning the damn planes. I mean, and it seems like it's such a disposable skill because, um, like I'll learn how to do the FLIR and the targeting pods and all that stuff, and then if I don't do it for a month, all of a sudden I have forgotten how to do all that again. I have to relearn everything all over again. So that's really a hard one that you have to stay on top of. You're all caught up with Sabrina's stuff. Nice. Yeah, I'm still behind a little bit. So she has been winning on the ones I've been watching though. Like I said, it's been $10, $15 here and there, but anyhow. Yeah. Yeah, it is slow. I think I think they're part of the same group as Star Citizen. It's like, come on, people, move it. Yeah, be 18 out. You know what though? I kind of wonder. I, I almost get the sense that the kids now don't even care about this stuff. It's like because it's so accessible, it seems like they don't even like. I mean, man, we didn't have it, so we were yearning for it, and now that it's here, it's like it doesn't seem like. Seems like all the kids want to do is have easy access to VR chat and stuff. But I mean, I don't know. Again, I'm old. I'm old and curmudgeon-y. I don't understand. I don't. It's like, I don't understand what drives some of these games they play and everything. It's like that is just so easy. So, yeah, ATC, that's true. I'm anxious to see how the super carrier. So they're supposed to have the flight directors and all that stuff on the carriers. I'm real excited to see if that actually works. So, yep, all they want is fun. It amazes me, man. I see, and if any of you are addicted to phones, I apologize, but I just like some of these people, if you took their phones away, they can't function. They melt down. You could have my phone. I can give you my phone for a week and I won't care. It's less phone calls I have to deal with. So I just people that can't live without their phone, I don't get it. I guess if that's your whole world in there, but I don't know. Shouldn't give any one thing that much power over your life. So, yeah. Yeah, that's true. I can imagine doing multiplayer. Do you do a lot of multiplayer stuff? Do you have a crew you fly with or anything? I had a team out of California. I've got to get back to. So once I got into the motion compensation stuff, I was really having a hard time enjoying DCS because with all the motion sim, I was coming out of the cockpit. So that's what really got me away from flying for a while. Now I've got that sorted. I just haven't got back into it now. Oh, that's right. You don't like the super carrier. That's right. I forgot that. I love the super carrier, but I'm also not, you know, I'm not that hard into it. So it hooks me a catapult, launches me off of it, and catches me when I come back. So, yeah, do you? Missing limb syndrome? See, I could care less. You could have my phone. But my phone's just a phone. I don't have my whole life wrapped up in it either. So I don't have, it's like whatever. Yeah, if you took my computer away, I'd have a hard time. So I guess that's the same kind of thing because a lot of people treat their phone like their computer, all their life's in it, and I do that with my computer. But I'm not going to accidentally drop my computer into the ocean or accidentally into the toilet or anything. It pretty much stays put. So hopefully, getting driving sim gear. Did you decide on what you're getting on the driving stuff? Yeah, I know. That's what happens. People start having kids, you lose track of them. That's a lot to do, Joe. You're probably going to lean towards one or the other, I bet. So I need to get into driving. I just haven't been inspired to drive. I've been really enjoying the flight stuff more. So when I get back into driving heavily, I'll probably end up getting a new wheel or something. Ace Tech, okay. Yeah, Sim Magic is what I think I'm leaning towards, but we'll see. I can't read your Sentry until the next comment comes in. That stupid heart. Does anybody figure out how to get rid of that stupid heart on the chat? It's always in there. If you have VR driving sim, okay, so Ace Tech is the best case. Nice. Yeah, I hate subscription stuff, and I understand the thought is that the iRacing keeps with a subscription, it keeps all the 12-year-olds, for lack of a better term, from jumping in and crashing all the cars. But I hate subscription games. Ah, yeah, the Tony Kanon stuff. Yep. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I went into our micro center here, and it was like seeing that whole setup. It was like, oh, that's cool. Doesn't move though. Yeah, I can't get rid of the stupid heart either. It would stop the 12-year-olds. But they have basically race directors, right, in there that if somebody's being just a jerk, they just boot them. Don't they have kind of race directors and stuff watching the actual, well, at least the ones that are for real? Because there's testing and then there's real events, right, on iRacing? Ah, you have to go up the safety. Okay. 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 Cool. Yeah, I don't, man. I don't know about the whole four-post actuator stuff. They don't seem like they get enough motion out of them. They don't seem like they go that big on the degrees of motion. So I don't know. I know they're smooth. I know Jeff loves his. And it's probably one of those things if I try to be like, oh, this is so awesome, but man, I don't know. The D box, yeah, well, D box is stupid expensive. So the PT actuator stuff is the right. I mean, if you're looking for an affordable actuator system, that's probably the actuator equivalent to DOF. It's probably twice as much. You're probably talking twice the expense as a DOF rig. Yeah, and I'm not sure if I want to get into debate one of these days about what's better. Mine's basically called a hexapod style system, and there's that, and then there's the actuator systems with the four corners, and I don't know which one's better. I love mine, but it also isn't smooth. But you could do mine also with actuators and smooth that out. It's just expensive. So I tried to tell you, man. I told you I love my H6. I love it. Yep. It's just I again, and I look at that the yaw 2, because I get asked about the yaw 2 all the time. If they ever get that heave module, I think the yaw 2 could be a worthy thing to look at. But without heave, I mean, heave is such a cool thing on landing and stuff. I'm not going to give that up. I'm not going to give up the heave axis for for the yaw. Even though you can tilt back really far, um, I got to have that heave in there. So if they ever finish that heave module like they talked about, then that would be cool. But um, I don't know. I don't know. And the canvas it's basically I guess it'd be a 3 DOF. It'd be pitch, roll, and heave, right? I think that's all those the actuator ones are. Well, for driving, honestly, like Jeff and I talked about, for driving, I almost think you almost have to have a 6 DOF for driving, more so than flying, because there's so many little things that happen when you're driving. Um, the sway through the side is a huge one when you're driving, because anytime you hit a guardrail or another car or anything, that is a huge cue. So I actually kind of agree with Jeff. I think the 6 DOF is more important for driving than it is even for flying. And again, the only reason I say a DOF is important for flying is because I think I like the surge. I use that a lot. I can feel like when I'm in afterburner and stuff, I can get that surge feeling. But the heave, I just won't give up. I mean, the heave when you land, especially I was talking to a guy. I had a guy interested in getting into this, and he does helicopters. And the heave for helicopters, when you set that helicopter down on the ground, you feel it. I mean, it jolts you. So yeah. Do you know what the motion is on that? What the degrees are for the pitch? Like the pitch and roll, what kind of degrees? Oh, oh, that's cool. That set us up, man. I'd love to go try it when he's done. I mean, I'll drive to his house. I'm not afraid of that. Denver's right here, so I mean, I'm basically in Denver. I'm in a suburb of it. So, yeah, if he'd be willing to have me over, I'd love to go try it. I'd love to go check out another platform. I'd like to try one of those. Yeah, the heat for landing. I mean, I guess you get into a little bit of turbulence too, but yeah, it's the landing. But again, I'm not going to give that up. That axis and that landing is feels so good. Even if it's just for the landing, I love it. So, yeah, yeah, we could work out something. We could do a trade. I'll I'll let you, I'll show you mine if you show me yours. So demonetized. Oh wait, we're not monetized on this one. So I'm assuming he's heavy into the VR stuff too. I would imagine. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Mine might be going down here for a bit. These motors have been sitting in front of it for a week. Daryl's just been so busy. I've been wanting to get these motors swapped out to try it with the smoothing out stuff, but Daryl's just so busy. I feel bad for Robert. He actually sent them over to me, and I thought we were going to get it done a lot sooner than this, but it's just been sitting here to the point now. I'm kind of like, yeah, get to it when I get to it. Daryl's been working on it. They're all mounted up and everything. I mean, it's cool. Hold on, I'll show you. They're sitting right here. Ugh. So these are the replacements. Hopefully you guys can see them. But here's the replacement motors that we're talking about putting on the DOF. We're having some trouble with these. They're not quite tight enough, so we're gonna have to do some. We're probably gonna have to do some compressing of these to get them to where they'll hold the shafts better. But this is the new. Hopefully you guys can see it. This is the new unit. Looking at the live stream to see. So yeah, that's kind of. And this is just going to go right back. The SFUs will go right on there. Um, so he's been working on the wiring, and we're gonna swap them out and all that stuff. But this is supposed to smooth out the motion, so you don't have that cogging effect. Is what that's supposed to do. So, we'll see. That's kind of the plan. Because you can see right here is a planetary drive. There's a planetary. It's a 4-to-1 planetary gear. So the motor will never go slow enough to get into that cogging situation. So that's the idea. My big concern, I have a feeling I'm not going to keep these on the rig very long, and that's why we're going to do connectors so that I can pop them out and we can put the old ones back on pretty easily. Because I just don't know that the motion. I think the motion is going to be too slow for what I want for like combat stuff and all that. But we're going to try it and see. We'll at least find out about that. But that's what's coming soon. That's what we've been working on. So, oh, what? Whoa, really? He's not doing VR? He and I won't get along then. So, I mean, I get it. I know there's arguments for both, but God, again, I love immersion. So the VR for racing, oh, love it. No, no, they're not from DOF. They're aftermarket. A guy named Robert came up with a mod. He found those, and he's come up with the mod to put them on. And several people have done it now, and they say it really smooths out the flight. But again, I think they rotate a lot slower, so I'm not sure. I'm not sure if they're going to react fast enough. I think for general aviation, they'd be fine. But I think if you're getting into, dogfighting, any of that stuff, I don't know they're going to be fast enough. Especially like a carrier launch and stuff. I noticed a huge difference on the carrier launch, even from the old gearboxes, the SFUs. The SFUs, because there's more travel to them, you don't get as big a jolt. I used to pull the front of the motion rig off the ground slightly, just a little bump when I'd launch. And it doesn't pull anymore like that. So I gave up a little of that quickness. I mean, it's a trade-off. You get the quickness versus the amount of travel, and so we gave up some of the reaction to get a little bit more travel out of it. And I'm worried that this is going to be even another step in that direction. You're going to have to give up even more of that quickness or that reaction to get the smoothness out of it. But we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, you got to have the depth perception and the ability to look around real quick. It's huge. So yeah, this motor's I can't take credit for it. It's what this other guy found. It's on the DOF Reality Facebook forums. So um, I tell you, man, I could never race in anything but VR. It's the only way I could ever race from now on. I could never go back to screens because you don't get that depth, so you don't get the sense of scale. You don't get any of that stuff. So, yeah, see, right there, I'm with you, Sentry. It's like, I mean, once you experience the sense of scale and the 3D dimensional, and now that the VR headsets are so clear, the clarity's there for them. It's like, I don't know. Other than if people get motion sick from it, I mean, I get that. If you just get sick, I understand where you can't do it. But short of that, I could never go back. Oh, Joe, you need to go have you need to go sign up. I mean, I don't like Facebook either, but you need to get on that Facebook forum. It's a Facebook group, and it's where everybody hangs out that builds the DOF stuff. So anytime you have a question or anything, you just go to that group and you just post the question, and somebody within probably an hour is going to get back to you, if not 20 people. Because it's just, there's like 9,000 members on there. And so just about any question that you come up with, somebody's going to have an answer for you. We use that group so much when we're doing like when we did the DOF initial SFU swap, because we were one of the first ones to get it. God, we were on there all the time trying to figure things out. So, uh, yeah, everybody's on Facebook. I hate Facebook. I don't use Facebook. I just go to the groups. So I use those. I have like those couple groups that I use. I don't do Facebook on a regular basis. I don't like it. So yeah, but I mean, it's the same kind of deal. I mean, it's basically the same thing. It's basically a forum. So I don't. I wish that it had an easier ability to search because it's really difficult to search topics. So you're like, oh, I remember them talking about this. It's hard to find it, but I mean, like I said, you got 9,000 people in there. So, but well, just okay. You need to join the Facebook forum then. I'll call it a forum if that's what you need. Well, I mean, you don't have to join it, but you're missing out on a huge resource for the DOF Reality community because that's where everybody goes, including DOF Reality. They make announcements there. They're active on that group. It's just what started up. So, yeah, I agree with you. I hate Facebook. I hate Facebook. I don't like Meta. You know, that's what's so weird about me liking the Meta Quest 3. So, but again, you're only hurting yourself if you run into issues with the DOF because it's a huge informational resource that you're passing up on. So, so yeah, I can't always be here. I'm only one unit. That's the problem. People start asking me about H3s and stuff. I'm like, I don't know. I don't have one. I've never had one. So, I appreciate that, but this resource is far better than having me in your back pocket for sure. Uh, yeah. I mean, it's not a big deal. Who cares? It's like if they ever screw it up, though, these people will go somewhere else. But it works. I mean, it gets the job done. So no need to reinvent the wheel. It's doing what it needs to do. I don't go there all the time either. I basically only show up when I'm got a question or in the middle of a build or something like that. So, but man, when you have a question, like I had somebody ask me about what the right seat is on one of these, and it's like, dude, I've had one seat that we mounted is pain in the ass, but I mean, go there because there's probably, there's 9,000 members, so there's probably at least 3,000 different types of seats and mounts that people have used on there. So yeah, they might be limited. They don't care. It's doing what it needs to do, dude. Again, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So it works for them. That's where all the information is. So, so again, it's a tremendous resource that if you ever get into issues or have problems, and you have to be invited to it. It's not an open group. You basically have to apply to join it, and then they'll let you in. Now it's not. I mean, you just have to apply, but that's why I say you don't want to wait till you're having major issues and then, oh my God, I can't get into the forum to ask a question. You want to get involved before you have that issue. So Yeah, I had somebody else ask me about the right seat. Somebody else emailed me about that as well. So I've had a few people ask me about that, and it's like, again, the big thing is to decide. Do you want a bucket seat? Do you want to have one that's adjustable? And then again, go to the forums or go to the Facebook group because again, there's probably 3,000 different seats, and they can tell you everything from what it took to mount it to how comfortable it is to everything. So that's why I say that's where the people that can answer that question are. So what was I looking? I was looking at a group or it was a product. Crap, I don't remember what it was. It wasn't GT Omega, I don't think. Maybe it was GT Omega. There's a company that looks like they're making really good simulator seats, and they don't do the office chair base. It's just the seat, so you don't have to spend the extra money just to get the base. Because we all get the office chair stuff, and then you just throw the base out because you're never going to use it on a simulator. I think it might have been GT Omega. Anyways, that would probably be the next seat I'd be looking at. But I have no idea what it would take to mount it. But I got Daryl, so you know he'll figure that one out. Yeah, do it. Make your own. There you go. I might make my own motion platform too. So, although mine's working, so I need to enjoy mine more. But um, yeah, well, so if you're gonna do that, if you're gonna make your own, there's another Facebook group called Motion Sim Builders Facebook group, and it's a sister site to the DOF Reality Builders Facebook group, and it's all based on people that do it DIY builds. So there's a Facebook group for that one. I joined both of them. I don't spend a lot of time in the other one yet because I don't build my own, but yeah. Oh, what seat came with your Sentry? That's one of the things everybody bitches about the DOF not having a seat. I think they should have a seat option because it's easier for people that are new to it and don't understand. But God, seats are such a specific thing, you know, to each person. So you might look at that next level racing Boeing seat, Joe, too. That might be. Oh, is that the one? Yeah. Hey, that's what you're talking about. Yeah. That might be a good option. I don't know. Does he like it? Well, it's funny because the guy that runs it, that Dave Daler, he's the guy that did the interview on my channel. His rig is almost up. He's been working on his own DOF reality rig, or sorry, he's been working on his own custom DIY um, DIY unit for a while, and it's finally almost together. So I've been kind of watching his stuff, and it looks bitchin'. I mean, it looks cool. Curious to see how much motion he gets out of it, but it's big. It's sitting in his garage, and this thing, it looks like it should move a lot. So it kind of looks like mine on steroids. And it's actuator motors, so it's actually got actuators instead of the gear motors. So where my arms are on mine that move it, those are actual actuators. So it's kind of cool. So, oh, you have that original one, the one with the big headrest kind of thing. That original one. I think I know exactly which one you're talking about. I think I know exactly which one you're talking about. Oh, all right. How we doing? It's 10 o'clock. I'm getting tired, guys. Yeah, that one I heard is not comfortable. So, because you have the butt mover, right? I almost bought that. I was really close to buying that one until I found the DOF reality, but I had been looking hard at that one. Yeah, yeah. There's a lot of those. There's a lot of those high end ones. I've seen them there 100,000. That one that I was looking at, doing my comparison to, it was. Yep, I almost bought that Sentry. I had it in the cart more than once. Yeah. Well, that was the thing. It's like especially for flight, I needed the cockpit to move with me. So, and that the problem with that is that the cockpit doesn't move. Yeah, that but because that thing is $3 grand, right? Yeah, I haven't used that. I've never had the Shaker 8, so I don't know. I don't know how much I'd like it because I really like having the whole rig vibrate because it feels more realistic to me. But it also might be really cool to have the different locations vibrating, like having under your legs and back and all that stuff. So it might be cool. I just don't know. Yeah, I agree. Well, and again, if you're going to do it for that amount, you can get. I mean, you're halfway to a DOF H6, for $3 grand. Or it's 35 now, if I remember right. You're easily to a DOF H3 like Joe has for that amount, and that's without even the rig, because you still got to get the rig and the all the other stuff with it. So, what's the big butt kicker running now? Is it the Gamer 2? Because I know they have some butt kickers that are multi. They're like one for each corner and all that stuff. So you got to see what you're getting. Mine's just a Gamer 2. I don't even know if they still make the Gamer 2 actually. Nice. Shaker 8. I mean, that's what, $400? I would imagine a Gamer 2 you can get for cheaper than that. Mine Gamer 2 was only a couple hundred. Oh, really? Okay, cool. I mean, kind of cool. Belarus is got some things going on, but oh, 250 isn't bad. I mean, everything's gone up, so I bought mine 2 years ago, so that doesn't surprise me. The thing you got to remember that has to have an amplifier. That's why those cost so much more than like the next level little haptic seat, because that's just little vibrators versus these have, their true sound. They're transducers, so they actually need an amplifier to make them work. So yeah, I haven't messed with the shaker mat stuff. A single, I can't read. Stupid hearts in the way. The single best, I think, immersion device aside from VR. I will go motion platform before that. Mine, of course, mine's different. For me, it's VR. VR and motion platform for me are almost at the same level. I would hate to give up either one of them. Once you get a really good motion simulator, but yeah, the butt kicker really surprised the hell out of me how much it added to the immersion. I thought it was just going to be a neat gimmick, kind of like this gun stock I'm messing with the little haptic thing that kicks you in the shoulder. It's cool, but it's nothing like, oh my god, this is amazing. The butt kicker was kind of like, oh my god, this is amazing. How can I not have one of these? So there's a certain level of amazing versus just kind of like, whatever. So yeah, that sucks too. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, man, because like I said, I was so close to buying one of those too. You should just sell it, man. You should sell it for about $1,500, and then just get you a H3. It's like because the H3s move pretty good. They have a lot of movement in them. So, and I think you got the same problem we do with the DOFs. I think the next level still uses those motors, where you get on the slow movements. I think you still get some of that cogging. So, but no, yeah, like I said, I was so close to buying that. It's $3 grand, so you're like, oh, it's got to be good, right? Yeah, but isn't one of those? Isn't the Gamer Pro a Gamer Plus is 280? Aren't those multi systems? Don't they have multi transducers that are supposed to be set all around your rig? I think those are like four transducer systems. Like you put them around the rig down by the foot box, and it's basically supposed to go in the four corners. I think if I'm thinking the same one, I haven't looked at butt kicker stuff in a while. So that's such a you and I are so similar. I hate selling stuff too. Yeah, that's why I still have my I still got that DK2. I've still got my Vive Pro. I still got my Vive, my original Vive headset. Still have all that stuff. Yeah, I'm the same way, man. You and I share a brain on that. So U Shake 6399. Yeah, and I don't know. This U Shake 6 might be really cool. I don't know. For me, just trying to visualize it, I can't. To me, having those vibrations so localized in the small of your back and your butt, I to me that would it doesn't seem right because having raced cars and stuff, you get the engine vibration throughout the entire chassis, and that's why I like the butt kicker because it sends the vibrations through the whole chassis. It feels more realistic to me. But yeah, DK2, which again, can you believe where we're at now? It's amazing how far we've come. It's pretty cool. Yeah, that is the only thing I had in between. Instead of your G1, I had the Vive Pro. I basically had the same path. Yeah, I had instead of the G1, I had the Vive Pro. That was exactly the same upgrade path I went on Century. Yeah. Check those. I think those have multi transducers if I remember right. So I still have all of them. The DK2 is packed up somewhere, so it's put away. But yeah, I can't imagine ever using it again. I'm to the point now I can't imagine using. Actually, my Vive Pro started to finally. I think the screens were finally going bad. I started to notice like I thought it was artifacting, but I think it's actually the screen starting to go bad after what 6 years, whatever. So the G2 is still a good headset. It's just now that we've gone to the second generation stuff with the pancake lenses and the aspherics, you can't. I don't care what headset you have, you're not going to match that kind of visuals with any kind of Fresnel lens. So yeah, I thought about a display case too. I thought about doing some kind of wall mount, but then everybody does that. And I'm kind of like, yeah, it looks like I'm just trying to imitate people. So that's why I've never done that. It's like, I don't like being a copycat. So, Ray, if you're still here, sorry we're talking so much Klingon. Still love you, though. Yeah, I bet. Yeah, those budget VR things were those are actually kind of detrimental to VR in my opinion. Yeah, those were I think the early ones where they used the uh, frick I can't remember what they're called, but they use that sensor stuff. Um, not MMUs. I can't remember. It's late and I'm tired. Um, not the sandwiches. No, they use so in the accelerometers. I think is what he's talking about. So those early ones used accelerometers to track themselves, like the Gear VR and all those early ones. So yeah, because my lighthouses they run for a long time. I do turn them off from time to time, but I think Jeff said his has been running. His lighthouses, I think he said, have been running nonstop for 6 years or something. So yeah, I can't remember. Some of those early ones had some weird. They didn't truly track. They just it was positional. To me, if you don't have 60 OF in those, it's like I never even really considered those VR headsets. Yeah, I don't know what that was. Just go and buy a new headset at that point. 700. What's ironic? 700 sounds cheap for a VR headset now. Insomnium's going to be about 1,900 bucks. That's crazy. Stupid Vario XR4 is what 3,600 or something like that. Whatever they came up with. I remember I bought my Vive Pro for 700 bucks, and whew, that was a tough one to swallow back then. And now it's like, oh, That's actually just about what I paid for the Quest 3 because I bought the upgraded memory, the 512, and with tax and everything, I think it was right at 700 and some. So, Somnium's sounding good. It's front heavy. Um, so a lot of people are not happy with how heavy it is in the front. The strap is still a prototype, so nobody's really found it very comfortable because they were using just a generic like Quest strap. It needs to have a counterbalance on the back, from what I understand. It's just too heavy in the front. But the visuals sound like they're good. VR Flight Sim guy said he's getting about 120 degrees horizontal, which is that's good. I think I get around 105 to 110 on the Crystal. I mean, I don't have the measuring tool. I'm just kind of basing on what comparing it to other things. But so I guess the widescreen, the wide field of view is nice. And then, but other people said they see a lot of weird optical distortions in there. So, um, I don't know. I'm done buying headsets for a while. I'm not going to do another headset until again they put an OLED screen behind a spherical lens. I'm tired of I'm tired of these LCDs and these, you know, QLEDs and all that stuff because I want my black blacks again. I want the black blacks of the OLED. So until somebody actually does an OLED behind an spherical lens, because the problem with the pancake lenses is they have glare, so you're not really achieving anything. You might as well, you know, kind of have a Fresnel lens because those get glare and God rays. But so I'm gonna hold off. And these are good. I mean, we'll see what the Pimax Crystal. They're coming out with a new lens, supposedly in the near future. That's supposed to increase the wide field of view. So we'll see how that works. But if not, the Crystal's fine. It works fine, and the Quest 3 is fine. They'll tide me over. Again, keep in mind, I ran a Vive Pro, which is I don't remember what the resolution on that headset was, but it was something stupid like 1920 by 1200 or something. I ran that up until I got the Quest 3. So I mean, I think I'm future proofed enough for a few years in the ways. So, uh, oh God, yes, the Quest 3. That's like that's like the headset to buy if you're new. There's a video on my channel about new headsets, and you can see I talk about all that. But in a heartbeat, I would recommend the Quest 3. It's an amazing device for the price. Um, it's so clear. Now it's not as good as the Quest or the Pimax. It's not as good as the Crystal, but it's just barely not as good. And what amazes me the most on the Quest 3, and I don't know if it's the chipset or what it is, but man, the wireless looks great. Like I don't hook into the computer at all. I do everything through virtual desktop through the wireless router, and I don't see any artifacting. I've been in it a lot lately, and it looks as good as having a wired connection. It's amazing to me. It really surprised me how good that is. So, um, yeah, no, if you don't waste your time with all that. There's so much that goes into the visuals, man. Man, that's a trying to get somebody to do a custom lens for that. Just get a Quest 3 if you're going to spend. It's going to be cheaper than trying to get a custom spherical lens. So, yeah, in a heartbeat, I would recommend the Quest 3. The only super big disadvantage with the Quest, there's two. The biggest disadvantage as far as the hardware is it doesn't have eye tracking, so you won't be able to do the dynamic foveated rendering. But it runs pretty well anyways. And then the only other bad thing is it has a lot of glare. So you get the glare because of the pancake lenses. They get a ton of glare, and that's the bad thing. But yeah, that Quest 3, especially for someone new to VR, that's like a no-brainer. I have no problem recommending that headset. So yeah, oh yeah. It's what's weird with the Quest 3 is I find myself that's the one I want to put on because it's so easy. Like so if I'm going to do flight sims or I'm going to do something, I have to kind of psych myself up to okay, I got to get the Pimax up and running. I got to make sure I get the software up and running. It's so cumbersome to do the high-end VR, especially when you combine it with the motion stuff. And what's so amazing with the Quest 3 is you just put it on and it works. I mean, in general, it works. And it's just so easy and it's so intuitive. So it's the headset. If I just want to go do something real quick, it's like I'll throw that on. And I'm working on my next video is going to be I've been working on getting index controllers to work with the Quest 3, and it works pretty good. There's a program called VR Space Calibrator, I think, or something like that, and you basically put the controllers together and you do this thing. It's been out a while. They used to do it with the HP, so you could use your knuckles controllers and all that, but because my gun stock uses the index wands, it uses these things. So, and I love these. I mean, people bag on these all the time, but I love these controllers for the gun stock because that just feels versus like a Quest controller or something that feels substantial, like you're holding a grip on a gun. And so I love these for gun stock and for shooter play. And obviously they don't make stuff that hold these anymore because this is ancient technology. But the cool thing is now with the Quest 3, I was trying to figure out a way so I could use my old gun stock and these controllers with the Quest 3, and I found a way to do it. It's a pain in the ass because you have to calibrate it every time you use it, but so far it does work, and it's been kind of cool. So it's better than the G2 because you don't have the Fresnel lenses. Those Fresnel lenses, the problem is you have to look straight through the lens or else it gets blurry. And with these new ones, with a spheric or pancake, you can move your eyes around the lenses. You can see everything with it. It's just like the arrow. You can move around your eyes. You don't have to move your head around. So that's the advantage to it. So it's definitely better. Now with the G2, when you get into your flight sims, if you get into a situation where you're like, man, I just can't read the gauges, then I'd say, okay, you might want to look at upgrading to a Quest. But the other thing is you want to wait on the Quest 3 because I'm willing to bet that before this year's out, they will release a Quest 3 that's still going to be $499. That's going to have 256 gigabytes of internal storage versus the 128 that they have now, because they did that with the Quest 2. They went from 64 to 128, kept it the same price. So I think use your G2 now and then see if within this next year they release that Quest 3 with the 256. That would be the one. That's going to be a great value. 256 memory on it for $499. That'd be a good deal. But I got the 512, so I don't have to worry about that one. I spent the extra money for the 512. So the sound's surprisingly good. It doesn't bother me at all. Now people can hear you, like if you're playing something and you're in the same room as somebody else, they'll be able to hear it. So it's not an isolated sound like headphones would be. It projects out of the headset. But I was all ready to use my aftermarket headphones, and I've never used them. Putting that headset on, the sound is good enough. It's loud enough and it's clear enough. Now, if you're an audiophile, you might not find it good enough, but for me, and I'm pretty picky, I'm happy with the sound on the Quest. The fact I don't have to mess with it, don't have to get another headset on, because that's what I hate about the Arrow. I hate the fact I have to put another headset on over the top of it for audio. So I've never liked that. That's been the biggest thing that's always bugged me. And the biggest mistake I think that Vario ever did was not put a microphone in it. Because even if you had a good headset for audio, you still need to have something with a mic. That's why I bought this headset. This headset I purchased for the Arrow because I needed a mic, and I had to have audio for the Arrow. That's why I bought this headset. But yeah, the Quest is good. The microphone in the Quest sucks, so it's not good. But yeah. Other than that, they nailed it. That thing is an amazing device. So, yeah, get the motion compensation. Yeah, and just get that whip motion. It'll work for what you need. The whip motion is fun for the H3. It's only when you get in the 6 DOF that the whip motion doesn't really do it. I'm still working on that video too. I've got so much stuff that needs so much extra production between making some 3D graphics so I can explain everything and all that. It's coming. It's coming. Well, I put off the motion compensation video too because Pimax they had the option for motion compensation. I really wanted to get that to test it, and it's garbage. Their motion compensation sucks. This is totally worthless waiting for that. It's absolute trash. So, because I was hoping that, man, it'd be nice if that Pimax, if it did everything I needed to, motion compensation, and didn't have to mess with anything else. No, it's not even close. And I've sent them, they asked me about it, and I sent them what needs to be done to make it better. I doubt they're going to do it because motion platform people are, there's such a small group of us. I don't think they're going to invest any time to make it even better. But yeah, John Carmack, he had the vision, man. That was his vision for sure. And this Quest 3 is that. So, yeah, that was one of the things I was really excited about on the next level, because it had the built-in motion compensation. I was excited. That was one thing I was very excited about that, because it looks like it's pretty rock solid and it's built into the software and everything works. So, and I can't, to be honest, I can't fly anymore without motion compensation. It just takes away from it so much if I don't have motion compensation now. So that's what really got me away from the flight stuff for a while, and so I need to get back to it though. Kind of crazy. This has been fun, guys. Even though I died early and stupid smart zombies that follow me down a ladder, it's ridiculous. So crazy, respawning over and over in the same room, bull. So anyhow. But yeah, Joe, I hope you get your stuff going. Definitely. You're gonna definitely like it. And then Century, hopefully. So the problem with the lighthouse. So this is one of the reasons the video is taking so long. So the whip motion, the good thing is it uses basically accelerometers and stuff. And the cool thing about the accelerometers is they're not impacted by small movements and vibrations. Once you go to the lighthouse compensation, which is what we went to, the butt kickers, you feel like you're in a blender in VR because it compensates for every little vibration. So now you have to design a mount to put your controller in that will dampen those vibrations from hitting the controller. And so we had to design a special mount, put it on the back of the seat. So it's just a whole nother can of worms when you go that route. But so we designed a mount that probably got 50 to 60% of the vibration out. And then through software and some filtering, I was able to get it to where it's manageable. It's tolerable now. But yeah, so that's your problem. If you can't use the whip motion, you got to deal with the vibration stuff. And like you said, the butt kicker adds so much to it, you don't want to not use it because you want to have all that. So that's why this motion compensation, this rabbit hole that I went down, because like, oh, just like you said, oh, we'll just use a tracker. Well, then it opens the whole problem of the vibrations. And then I've had the issue, the big problem I'm having, and I've dealt with the guy that did the software. I reached out to him and spent about 2 weeks trying to work through the problem. I can't get their version that uses OpenXR to work. I can only get their OpenVR motion compensation to work, which forces me to stay in OpenVR if I want motion compensation, which, as you know, OpenVR isn't as efficient as OpenXR. So that's a whole nother can of worms that I just have to live with. It's just all these little things that have been happening. And he couldn't figure out why it wasn't working on my system either. He's like, it should be working. And we troubleshot it for 2 weeks, and he was just finally like, he even got the same system. He went out and got a lighthouse and a wand to match what I'm doing, and he got his to work on his. He's like, I don't know, man. It's working on mine. I'm like, okay. And then I've had a few people tell me that they can't get it to work either. So maybe it's a US thing. Maybe, I don't know. But there's something going on for that. So, yeah, and that's the thing. I'm just dealing with it. With a 4090, I can manage it because I'm not going to fly without motion compensation. And I've got mine set. It's pretty good. I get around 40 frames a minute or 40 frames a second. In a flight sim, it's fine. I can deal with that. It's not terrible. So, but the awesome thing is once you get the controller system to work for motion compensation, it is rock solid. I mean, yeah, you don't move in the cockpit at all with that form. The whip motion is a little delayed because of the way it does it, so it doesn't. It's not just like second by second. It has a little delay to it, but it doesn't really impact it. But when you do a carrier launch, that's the big thing. You do the carrier catapult launch, it suddenly throws you back. Even with the controller-based motion compensation, you don't move in the seat. Like you are glued to that seat, and it's just incredible. So that's what we've been working on. That's why it's taking so long, and there's so many little nuances to it and everything. It's just it's pain. But I've already started filming for it. I've got a lot of the stuff filmed for comparisons. I've compared the whip motion versus the controller motion. I've got that all filmed. So I've been doing a lot of the filming for it. So that's done. I just now got to put the script together. Um, Probably do a little bit more filming of some little odds and ends, and then film the talking part. And the biggest thing I want to do some 3D animation explaining what it is and how, why motion compensation works. So I've got a 3D model of the H6, I've got a 3D model of just a seat, and then I've got a 3D model of the controller. I've got to put all this together, and then I've got to, texture it and light it and animate it and then film it. So that's the biggest thing that's been keeping me from doing it, because that's a lot of work I need to do. But I really think it's going to be important to have that to explain to people why motion compensation is so important. Um, so that's kind of what's going on with that. And like I said, a lot of it's filmed, a lot of the stuff's ready. I just have a lot more I need to do. So, and I honestly took the last couple weeks off with the holidays, because I always do. And so I'm going to get out there and we're going to work on those things and get them going. And the motion compensation, because there's nothing new really coming to motion compensation. And I've tested as much as I can, and I just can't. I was really hoping to get this XR, the open XR stuff to work, so I could include that and say, okay, here's how that works. But I just can't get it to work. So we're just going to have to build it, and do the video without being able to do that. But, hopefully everybody else out there will be able to do it just fine. So we'll see. But I'm excited for that one too. I've had that one in the works for months now, probably almost half a year now at this point. And I really want to get that out for people, because the motion compensation is such a big deal. It makes such a huge difference when you have a lot of motion. It makes such a huge difference. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It actually almost adds to the motion, because your body doesn't see the motion, so it feels the G-forces that much more, because it doesn't sense that you're moving around the cockpit. It senses that everything you're feeling is kind of G-forces. So that's kind of cool. So the 3080. I think the 50 series, I think they're talking about next year. I think I haven't looked in a while, but it's usually on about a 2-year cadence. If they don't have any issues, again, hopefully we don't have any silicone, interruptions again. But usually, probably about a year, I'm guessing the 50 series cards will come out. So, and we'll see how strong those are. I'm pretty happy with the 4090. It handles most of what I throw at it. So we'll see what the 50s do. For me to upgrade to a 50, it's going to have to be a pretty substantial jump up. And we're due for an NVIDIA card to suck, because the 30 series were pretty good and the 40 series was really good. And NVIDIA always has, usually it's every other series they come out with that just sucks. So they have one series that's really good, like the 1080 way back when was really good, and then the 20 series kind of sucked. The 30 series was good. So I'm almost wondering if the 50 series is going to be, it will be faster, but I don't know if it will be a step forward faster. It might just be a little bit faster. So we'll have to see. Yeah, so you don't get thrown behind the seat. I always end up looking at the back of the frickin' seat in the F-18. It chucks me back without the motion comp. It chucks me back, and I'm looking at the back of the seat. But with that frickin' with the controller one, I'm glued in there. I can look up, like in the F-14, I look up at the rings that you pull to eject, and I can have my head turned looking at them, and I launch off the carrier, and I don't move. I mean, I am in the same spot from when I was just sitting there with that style, so it was cool. Snapped your stick mount. Oh, yeah. We're going to have to go flying, dude. We're going to have to go flying a little bit. That'd be cool. I have a bad habit of accidentally shooting down my wingman, though. I will warn you. Buddy spike, buddy spike. So just be ready. Usually I only do it with the AI guys, because like, what are you aren't supposed to be there. What the hell are you doing there? So yeah, we might have to do that. We might have to get into doing some flying. Like I said, I was flying with these guys out of California. They were great. They were a good group. They weren't overly serious, And I'm not, I mean, I'm not I don't do all the procedures. I know the procedures to come into the carrier, and you're supposed to do the check the deck and do the 180, brake, turn, all that. I come straight in and land on the freaking carrier. I'm just coming in. Because I'll likely bolt her anyway, so I'll end up doing a couple circuits anyways. So I might as well do the first one. So, anyways. Yeah, I shot down the E2 one time too. I was trying to. I could have sworn. I could have sworn it was a MiG, and I start lighting it up, and all of a sudden I see about 6 people jump out of it, and I'm like, oh shit, that was not the right thing to shoot. And sure enough, can't get any bandit calls or anything after that because they're the guys that give you that. They give you the bogey dopes and all that stuff. So anyhow, oh crap, it is 10:30, guys. Um, yeah, it's 11:30 for you, Joe. All right, so we will be back on Sunday. Century, thanks again for the super chat. We're gonna do one more, so that'll be good. And I'm hoping somebody else will jump up on that live stream and donate a little money so we can keep going. Because inevitably we always get to that one, the next one, and ads start popping up, and everybody gets mad, and it's like I can't stop the stream and turn them off. So if we don't get a donation on the next one, then we're gonna at least have one live stream that's gonna have ads again. And I know Sabrina hates that, but I feel like Sabrina's done her part. I feel like you've done your part. So I'm hoping like T-Dub or somebody else will step up and carry the load for just a few of these at least. So. And I'm starting to get a lot more people watching too. It's kind of crazy. So, yeah, we've had like 50 and 60 people watching the live streams now. It used to only be like you guys. Now it's like triple, quadruple. But anyhow, I don't know, Sabrina. We may have made her fall asleep. We're talking so much tech. Either that or she's scratching tickets. I don't know. But we will be back Sunday, barring any weirdness. And like I said, Jeff's supposed to be here, and Daryl should be here. Well, tomorrow, I guess. Technically, we'll be. God, it is tomorrow, isn't it? It's Saturday. Yeah, we'll be back in a day. We'll be back tomorrow, and we'll get the other one going. So I got to update 7 days and get it back up to 21 and all that stuff. And then I have been doing the VR stuff, 7 days in VR. It is tough though, man. Yeah, that game is not built to be VR. I mean, as far as the building and everything, it is challenging. So. But we'll try it. That might be a fun one if you guys want to get into 7 days. Maybe we'll start a server up and you guys can jump in and I'll jump in VR and we'll just see how it goes. That could be fun. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah, it's already Sunday. So let's see. So 2 o'clock. Let's see. So 2 o'clock your time is what here, Century? It's you are 16 hours ahead. Is that right? So 2 is 6 o'clock p.m. the next day. No, that's like 6 a.m., isn't it? There's that weirdness going again. So I think it's 6 a.m., right? 2 a.m. is like 6 a.m. for you. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's it. I think you're 16 because I know when Jay, I'm trying to remember what part he's in. So it's 1:30 now, so it's 10:30, so 11:30, 12:30. So you're okay, so you're 15 hours ahead. Oh, ouch. So that means 2 o'clock is 5 a.m. for you. So, ouch. Owie. Yeah, 5 a.m. might be a little early to get up for a live stream then. Yeah, I understand. -8 plus a day. Yeah, that works too. I guess you could do it that way. I was just adding to it, so because it's 10:30 here, because Joe's an hour ahead of me. So yeah, that I can understand. That's early. So, but you can catch the replay, and then we'll try to do the ones that are a little bit later too for you. So it'll be kind of cool. So there you go. But all right, well, hopefully we'll have the group together. Sabrina, if you're still here, sorry for talking so much tech. And then we'll look at some more. Let's see. 1 hour ahead. Yeah. Yeah, you're always 1 hour ahead of us in Texas. So difference the other way. So I'm closer to you than Joe is. So no, that's not right. Joe's closer to the end than I am. So anyhow, but all right, guys. Well, thanks for hanging out with me. Like I said, sorry I died. Sorry, man. I was so bummed. I've been working so hard. I've spent several days playing this one, getting it up there, and it's like I thought, okay, we can at least get there, but just wasn't meant to be, man. It wasn't meant to be. So, all right, guys. We will catch you on the next one. We'll see you. We'll see you guys in less than a day. And, Century, and I hope you enjoy the replay. And then we will see you all on the next one. And all right, that's it. Talk to you later, guys. Bye.